Well, hello. Thanks for checking out What's Up at Fun Factory Hobbies. This is for the week ending Saturday, the 2nd of March, 2024. Stuff. But first of all, friendly reminder we will be closed the week of March 4th through daytime of March 8th. So all Monday through Friday. We will be back sometime in the afternoon on Friday the 8th so that we can run our Magic the Gathering Fallout Commander event. More on that in organized play. But the important part of that is we're closed the 4th through the 8th of March 2024. Daytime. Anyway, back to the new stuff. Because we got some, as you know, like we do all the time. Warhammer 40k, Kill Team. Scout Squad, 10 miniatures. So Kill Team is a skirmish game for elite units. Skirmish as opposed to regular Warhammer 40,000, which is tactical level where you have squads of troops. So there's the 10. A Scout Heavy Gunner, a Scout Warrior, a Scout Heavy Gunner, different pose. Sniper, Warrior, Hunter, Tracker, Warrior, Sergeant, and Bloody Thumb. Some different equipment options. There you go. Also, Warhammer Kill Team Blades of Cain. So, I don't remember if this is Eldari or Drukari. Cain, I think, is Drukari. Dark Space Elves. Striking Scorpion Warriors. Striking Scorpion Exarch. Again, well, this one's got 12 miniatures. For Warhammer 40,000, Space Marines Brutalis Dreadnought. Look at that missile pack. Looks pretty brutal to me. Brutalis seems an appropriate name. And Infernus Squad. These were previously only available, I think, in the Leviathans box set, which, by the way, we do still have one. But now you can get the individual kits, units. Obviously, since I just showed them to you in individual units. From Stonemaier Games. This one's been out for a little while, but we finally had to place an order with them. Wingspan Fan Art Pack. So Wingspan's super popular board game. Gets lots of love on Board Game Geek. Accessory. This is an accessory. Wingspan is required to play, and we have it in stock, of course. Over 300 Wingspan fans submitted illustrations of their favorite birds in the game for the Wingspan Fan Art Challenge, and we selected 255 illustrations in a variety of styles. The end result is a large pack of bird cards, mechanically identical to their counterparts in Wingspan in Europe, Oceania, and Asia expansions, to add to the special burst of flavor to tabletops worldwide. We're elated by the opportunity to celebrate Wingspan fan creativity in this way. And we've already sold a copy of that. How about that? More 40k stuff. I missed the Space Marine Captain and Terminator armor. Updated 10th edition version. Because I know we've had Captain and Terminator armor other models before. And obviously it's got some weapons variations available. All right. Also Stonemaier. Rolling Realms. In Rolling Realms, players compete to earn the most stars in a series of mini-games over 3 rounds. This is a roll and write game, meaning players will write on the game components using dry erase markers. Each turn, one player rolls 2 dice, and all players use the results on their realm cards to generate resources and earn stars. Rolling Realms plays with 1 to 6 players out of the box, but you can combine multiple copies to play with any number of players. It can easily be played remotely over video conference, as only one player needs to roll the dice. It includes 2 dice, 66 realm cards, dry erase markers, 6 score cards, 1 per player. 6 resource cards, 1 per player. 6 eraser pads. 10 automata cards for the solo variant, and an automata course log. And we did bring multiple copies in, so if you want to do a big game of that, you can. Back to Games Workshop. This one's been out for a little while, but apparently we missed it. Book of Judgment for Necromunda. Inside you will find... so Necromunda is also a skirmish game like Kill Team, but it's for lower end troops. Yeah. Inside you'll find Crime on Necromunda, extensive background on the vast criminal organizations and enterprises of Necromunda, from the narco lords and the nefarious Psi Syndica to the cold trade smugglers who traffic in illegal Xenos artifacts. Palanite enforcers for rules for fielding them and patrols of them in Necromunda. These elite officers of the law bring with them a host of new equipment and skills, all designed to deliver Lord Helmar's justice upon the miscreants of the Underhive. Rules for forming criminal alliances, I should say, with criminal organizations, granting gangs access to unique fighters and special benefits, but also compelling them to be involved in criminal activities. The new Law and Misrule campaign presents a new way to play as gangs fight over control of criminal rackets, spread their influence, and complete jobs to see who can dominate the Necromunda underworld. And a huge selection of new weapons and war gear focusing on illegal and alien equipment for gangs to use, including a collection of outlaw bounty hunters and hangers-on, as well as new exotic beasts and brutes. Let's see here. From Renegade Game Studios, we have Fireworks, and it's got a kitty on the cover, so, you know, gotta have it. In Fireworks, players take turns launching the fireworks die, as in single dice, into the starry skybox, trying to flip fireworks tiles face up. On your turn, you get to take face-up tiles, placing them on your city board to form specific formations. When one player fills up their entire board, the end of the game is triggered, and whoever has the best fireworks display wins. Fun. And plenty of time for you to have it for your 4th of July celebrations. More from Renegade. Terror Below. Hunt or be hunted. Lately, there have been strange goings-on in the wide-open spaces of the Nevada desert. A few black trucks just hurling in and out of town. About that time, the rumbling started, but it weren't no earthquake. No, it was them worms burrowing through the sands. Long story short, now those government men over at Area 50-something want us to grab them worm eggs or kill a few of them nasty buggers somehow, so they said they'll pay well, real well, if we don't die trying. Fun stuff. Also Renegade, Junior Brave's Survival Guide of the to the Apocalypse. Tribe 65, Brave is Brave. It's a role-playing game by Gremlin Legions, based on the graphic novel series Junior Braves of the Apocalypse, and based on the Kids on Bikes role-playing game. After a week-long outdoor adventure, you and your fellow Junior Braves return home to find that the world was no longer the same. Your families are missing, there are terrible things roaming the streets, and you aren't sure if help will ever arrive. You all need to be brave and use your skills to survive, to adapt, and to thrive. Based on the Junior Braves of the Apocalypse graphic novels and the Kids on Bikes role-playing game, this guide allows you to tell your own stories of kids dealing with the end of the world. What a light and fun subject. But seriously, I love zombie stuff, so there you go. Again, more Renegade stuff. Can you tell we put it in order in with Renegade? The Altered Carbon role-playing game. Welcome to the transhuman neon noir future. The human mind is nothing more than digital code, digital human freight, saved and stored in a cortical stack. Advanced technology that allows you to re-sleeve your entire consciousness into a new body. In the official Altered Carbon role-playing game based on the hit Netflix series, where anybody you can afford. Transmit your mind across the cosmos in an instant, and if you've got the credits and political cachet, re-sleeve time and again for centuries, accumulating enough wealth and power over the millennia to become the societal equivalent of an immortal god. Inside this core rulebook, you'll find rules to play archetypes ranging from socialites to soldiers, explore the expansive metropolis Bay City in both its criminal underground and vaunted Arium world of the immortal myths, a highly customizable trait and tech system storytelling focused rules that help create dramatic tension inside of combat and intrigue outside of combat. The beans in which to transfer your character's digital consciousness into a new sleeve should they come to a tragic end. Opponents ranging from unhinged augmented thugs to cunning and manipulative political adversaries. With the prize of immortality as it triggers, the question is, what price will you pay for it? What stories will you tell? Your neon-drenched adventures await. I know I enjoyed the Netflix series quite a bit. Let's see here. From our friends at 1985 Games, we have had, but have been out of stock of Dungeon Craft Volume 1. So we restocked that. We have had and still do have Volume 2, which is Hell and High Water. Have that. So Dungeon Craft is 1-inch gridded terrain pieces, decoration, and whatnot that's on wet/dry erase, not quite laminated pieces, because you're going to cut them out and therefore they won't be sealed as laminated is, that you would place. In this case, they show it just on a table to make a dungeon, for example, or you can place it on a large existing grid just to add some features like this tent or that autumn tree or that summoning circle, for example. So Volume 1 has stuff that's useful in just about any kind of campaign, over 1,000 game pieces. The Hell and High Water obviously features hellscape and water-themed stuff. Here we have this one we haven't had before, Dungeon Craft Volume 3, except they don't call it Volume 3 anymore. Castles and Keeps, a siege and castle game pieces, including towers, walls, houses, townsfolk, blacksmith, piles of orcs, siege engines, and more. So there you can kind of see playing out one of these pieces on an existing grid. Some pieces laid out over top of an existing grid. Castles and Keeps is perfect for anyone looking to lay siege to a castle or start a brawl with the Royal Guard in the middle of the King's Court. This book has everything you want. It's a box, but yeah. They say book right there. Has everything you want to make a kingdom fit for your favorite tabletop role-playing game. Just cut out the pieces you need and get playing. And also, Dungeon Craft Realm's Edge, a collection of map pieces from the Dungeon Craft Kickstarter. And Realm's Edge is a collection of popular themes from our past Kickstarters, including Fey Forests, spell effects, gothic buildings from Cursed Lands reskinned, and our Dungeon City walls. Just cut out the pieces you need and start building battle maps for your favorite TTRPG. Map pieces include Fey Forests, Fey Creatures, Gothic buildings, spell effects, dungeon walls, city walls, and more. Some of the ones that they've sampled on the back of the box here. Fun stuff. And if that's not enough, we've got some of those fold-out battle mats. So here we have Battle Maps Ocean Pack, fully compatible with Hell and High Water, or any naval-themed one. I know the box 1, the original Dungeon Craft, has some ship stuff in it also. There's front side, there's the back side, so both basically blue, one's shallow water, one's deep water. It makes a 24-inch by 33-inch grid, so 2 feet by just shy of 3 feet. 1-inch gridded, laminated, so you can write on it with wet erase, dry erase, etc. So that was Ocean. We have City. Again, 24 by 33-inch grid, 1-inch squares, a couple of different gray shades, I should say. We have the Turned Earth pack. So one side's a little greener, the other side's a little browner. Again, 24 by 33. Hell pack, obviously compatible with the Hell and High Water. A couple of different ones, more fiery. Again, 24 by 33. And Grasslands. One side all green, the other side with rivery stuff. So those are from Dungeon Craft. Back to Stonemaier, we have several expansions for Scythe, including the Wind Gambit. Mankind has long been confined to travel by land and sea, but a new technology has emerged from the greatest minds in Eastern Europa: airships. These steam-driven behemoths sail freely across the sky, aiding their empire's expansion through innovation and confrontation. As the years pass, the world has come to understand that no single faction will rise above the rest for any span of time. In the hopes of decreasing the conflict and increasing the peace, leaders of Europa began to gather each year to declare a new way for the factions to resolve their differences. This expansion to Scythe adds 2 new modules that can be played together or separately at any player count and with either the base game or other Scythe expansions. These modules offer more strategic options without requiring players to use them. We recommend that new players try the core game of Scythe before incorporating this expansion. This is an expansion and does require the core game. Next expansion. Ugh. Invaders from Afar. While empires rise and fall in Eastern Europa, the rest of the world takes notice. 2 distant factions, Albion and Tagawa, send emissaries to scout the land and employ their own distinct styles of conquering. This expansion to Scythe adds 2 new factions, 10 miniatures, 62 custom win tokens, and 2 faction mats. All that good stuff there. It also includes some new cardboard tokens, 2 new player mats, to make the game expand out to 1 to 7 players, 2 automata cards for solo play, and a custom plastic insert designed to fit into the expansion box or the original Scythe box. And Scythe, the Rise of Fenris. Again, an expansion requires Scythe to play. Empires have risen and fallen in the aftermath of the Great War, and Europa stands on the precipice of a new era. The economy is robust, morale is high, defenses are strong. There are reports from the countryside of strange soldiers with glowing eyes, but they seem distant and harmless. I don't know about harmless. Scythe, the Rise of Fenris. The conclusion to the Scythe expansion trilogy enables 2 different options for any player count: 1 to 5 if you have Scythe, 1 to 7 if you also have the Invaders from Afar, which we just showed you. The campaign of 8 games, the story Scythe, continues and concludes with an 8-episode campaign. While the campaign includes surprises, unlocks, and persistent elements, it is fully resettable and replayable. It's modular with 11 modules. Instead of, or after, the campaign, the new modules in the Rise of Fenris can be used in various combinations to cater to player preferences. They are fully compatible with all Scythe expansions, and they include a fully cooperative module. While the exact nature of the episodes and modules will remain a mystery, most of the components are in 5 secret tuck boxes and on 6 punch boards. The components in this expansion include a detailed episodic guidebook, 13 plastic miniatures, 62 wooden tokens, 2 custom dice, 25 tiles, and over 100 cardboard tokens. I know Scythe has been pretty popular, and so there's the expansions for it. Last but not least, we've got a couple of Pokemon releases. Here we have the Paldean Adventure Chest. This box Find springtime surprises with Pokemon and Friends. Pokemon Friends. A world of adventure awaits Pokemon trainers in the Paldea region. Gear up for battle with a big handful of ready-to-play promo cards featuring cute yet feisty Pokemon. Then open up a set of booster packs to find even more friends. Along the way, you'll get to decorate your gear with tech stickers, show off your collection with a mini portfolio, and give a squishy toy Pikachu a squeeze. This box includes 7 foil promos, including Pikachu, Sprigatito EX, Pawmi, Pawmo, Pawmot EX, Tandemaus, and Mousehold EX, a sheet of tech stickers, a mini portfolio, a squishy Pikachu toy, and 6 TCG booster packs, and of course, code card for online. We didn't get very many of those, but we also don't sell very many of that kind of product, so shouldn't be a problem. If you want one, come and get it. And finally, the latest series of stacking tins for Pokemon. Choose a tin that matches your type: Serene Psychic, Steely Metal, or Draconic Dragon. This handy Pokemon TCG stacking tin stacks neatly with others and contains 3 Pokemon TCG boosters and 2 Pokemon sticker sheets. You can kind of see the bottom lip is recessed, and there's a ridge along the top. While the shrink wrap's on it, they don't stack well, but you'll take the shrink wrap off because you want to get to the booster packs. So they do stack pretty well once you do that. Dragons. Psychic. Sammy's favorite version of Ponyta. And Metal. And again, we got very few of those, but we saw very few of the stacking tins, so shouldn't be a problem. If you want one of those or multiples, come and get them. Again, so we're going back to organized play and other important dates and times. We will be closed, technically closed Sunday the 3rd, but we're not open on Sundays normally anyway. So through Friday, March 8th, we'll be returning the late afternoon of the 8th, so opening in the evening for our 6 p.m. Magic the Gathering Fallout Commander launch event. Saturday the 9th, we have our Pokemon League Challenge at 11 a.m., followed by Pokemon Go League Challenge at 2 p.m. And we will probably also have the next Pokemon set, so if there's time, we can probably launch a flight of pre-release if you're interested. And then at 6 p.m. on the Saturday the 9th, we have our Magic the Gathering Murders at Karlov Manor Store Championship, which is a standard event, brings standard decks. The week after that, so Friday the 15th, Casual Commander at 6 p.m. Saturday the 16th, the Temporal Forces Pokemon pre-release, the one that we've already scheduled. But again, if there's time on Saturday the 9th, we should be able to run them then also. Followed by our 2 p.m. Pokemon League. Friday the 22nd, Casual Commander at 6 p.m. Saturday the 23rd, Pokemon League. Friday the 29th, Good Friday. We will be open. Magic Casual Commander at 6. Pokemon League on Saturday the 30th at 2. Of course, we'll be closed for Easter, and I haven't scheduled anything beyond that. But I will probably do so when we get back next week. That's what's up. As always, thank you for checking out the video. Like, subscribe, etc. We will likely have a video next week because I do have a bunch of stuff coming. Sorry, Gabby, and thank you for gathering our packages for us on Friday. But of course, Gabby's probably not watching this video. But anyway, I don't care. Thank you, Gabby. See you next week. Have a good one.